Greetings everyone. Today is 26th January 2020. Today is our Republic Day. We, the people of India, celebrate 26th January as a festival of our democracy. It was the day when Indian Constitution came into effect. The drafting committee led by Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar framed the most detailed constitution in the world after a long period of debates and discussions. The true visionaries and architects of the Indian Constitution tried to include every minute details that they could. This constitution stands for national goals like democracy, socialism, secularism, and national integration. It gives us social, economic, and political justice. It provides us with liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. So says the preamble of the Constitution. The Constitution also says to give us the equality of status and equality of opportunities. The members of the drafting committee, through this Constitution, dreamed of law-abiding citizens. They dreamed of a country where everyone would love to care and share, where the Constitution would give them every right to be free and practice what one believed. We also believed in our Constitution. This is the Constitution that guaranteed to safeguard the racial, ethnic, linguistic, religious identities and boundaries of the Indians. The Constitution that urged every single citizen of the nation to work towards developing cohesiveness in national identity. The Constitution that gracefully accepted and respected the Hindu, Muslim, Jain, Buddhist, Sikh, Punjabiyat, Kashmiriyat, Dravidian, Purvanchali, Northeastern, and several such identities. Fearing ethnic conflict and fearing social turmoil and chaos, no such grouping was forced to amalgamate. Almost three-quarter of a century after independence, and we were working to weave the fabric of the nation. In order to reach to a melting point state, we were in all possible manner fighting against fragmentation and ghettoization. We were the bearers of unity in diversity. We were making progress. We were making great strides in all directions. But then what happened? Then things took a fatal U-turn. The ruling hands has now made a mess of it. The nation slipped into a gripping fear. Their extremism-based mentality, their divisive agenda, their attitude on religious superiority, their authoritative approach towards governance, their retrogressive Hindutva agenda, their constant lessons on blind nationalism, and so on and so forth, has now pushed us Indians 100 years back. The consequence of the dirty politics has cost us big fortune. We once again have to pay a heavy price. Years of tremendous struggle by the masses, led by the patriotic, modern-minded section of India, now seems to be going in vain. The struggle in which colossal sacrifices were made shows signs of faltering. I always marveled at our heroes' stupendous achievements. I always wept for those who had fallen in this struggle, and their numbers were staggering. But now I weep for the traumatic situation my country is going through. Dear countrymen, our beloved country India is deemed the largest democracy in the world. The largest democracy in the world, which now has slipped 10 places down to the 151st rank among 165 nations and 2 territories in the 2019 Democracy Index's global ranking. This is so sad for all of us. The deteriorating standards of news and journalism, jaundiced coverage of politics, and regurgitation of online trends as prime time news has corroded the fourth pillar of democracy to the ground. Now, Unfortunately, it is so unfortunate to say that now we rank 140 out of 180 in the ranking of freedom of journalism. My dear friends, it is a moment of shame for all of us. For all Indians, it is a moment of shame. Our GDP has hit a record low. We dreamed of surpassing China's economy, but alas, our dream came crashing down. Very few selected rich own more than the entire population of the country owns. Such a financial disparity. It is so sad for all of us. The poor and the farmers were promised big dreams and fat fortunes. All that came to a tumbling halt. The masses are reporting mistrust and uncertainty on our banking sectors. The businesses and the businessmen are under fire because of rampant GST and revised tax system across the country. The culture of loot and scoot is on the rise. The fraudsters continue to fleece and fly. Dear countrymen, where is our independence? Our real independence can only come when the Indian masses are prosperous, when everyone can equally enjoy a high standard of living. And lack of good education is no longer our problem. When the lack of health care is no longer our problem. When social evils like the caste system, discrimination against women, discrimination against minorities, Dalits and Muslim is eradicated. When true secularism is established, and when India gets its rightful place in the comity of nations. Dear countrymen, we hope for our dream to come true. We all hope for our dreams to come true. This Republic Day, we pledge to fight against all that corrupt our social, political and economic system. We redeem our pledge to fight the injustices and the atrocities. We will fight and we will one day be victorious to see a flourished and prosperous India. Thank you so much, my dear Indians.